Undisputed. I'm Jenny Taft with, well, normally Skip Bayless and Shannon Sharp.
Okay. You know, I'm here, Jenny. You know what I do.
Yeah, you're here.
Yup. I don't gloat. I don't brag. I don't boast.
Not gonna come out today, or maybe.
Okay. Okay.
What an
Enjoy.
entrance, Skip.
Man, you won a game. Sit down. You won one game and you pretend
How are you? It's a great morning here on Undisputed.
See?
Let me get situated and just do something like this. Original gangsta. Thomas, Edward, Patrick, Brady, Jr. Original and still gangsta.
You know what, Skip?
Yeah. How are you, Shannon?
We won the championship last. I didn't do all that. I didn't make no grand.
What championship? All that matters is the NFL championship. The Super Bowl is going to be played in Tampa Bay.
Did you win yesterday? You won one game.
Here they come. You believe in this? How are you?
I'm good.
What
I'm
a
good.
great weekend it was.
Okay.
Here, give me a little.
It was a good
Thank you.
Oh, enjoy.
Yeah.
Enjoy. Your day coming.
Yeah.
Your day coming.
Okay.
Bro.
Skip, are we good? Are we good to start the show?
Yeah, we're great.
All right, how about we talk about everything that we saw from Mr. Tom Brady? The Packers did get out to a 10-point lead over the Bucs, but then an Aaron Rodgers pick six seemed to completely reverse all the momentum. Tom Brady and the Buccaneers would reel off 31 more unanswered points on the offensive end, and the defense picked off Rodgers a second time and sacked him 4 times. Brady finished the game with 166 passing yards, 2 touchdowns, and no turnovers or sacks. Shannon, what is the biggest reason the Bucs beat the Packers?
Well, I originally had the Packers won. I was going to talk about how the pandemic had ended, because last week we saw Tom Brady not go to the middle of the field and shake Nick Foles' hands and leave the sideline before the clock was, time was still on the clock running down. But then all of a sudden yesterday he beats Aaron Rodgers and he beelines like Usain Bolt for the, the 100-yard dash finish line.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to do that. I'm going to let you and I'm going to let all these Tampa Bay fans have their moment. You deserve your moment. The biggest reason the Packers lost this game, Skip, is that Aaron Rodgers did not play well yesterday. That pick six, you normally throw a pick six on the road, Skip, you get you in trouble. I would say probably 60, 70% of the time you're going to lose the game. And then the very next series, he comes back out and he throws another. They have a 10-0 lead in this ball game, Skip, and they're doing a number on Tampa. They got Tom Brady off balance. They're running the football. But if you look at it, go back and look at it, Skip, nothing that the Packers were doing early on really was on script. A lot of times Aaron Rodgers was breaking contain, throwing the ball off script. So give Tampa credit. And then once that pick six happened, and then they came right back and they got another touchdown, it was 14-0, Todd Bowles unleashed the Hounds. And when he unleashed the Hounds, it was the Hounds of hell. They came with double gut blitz. They were bringing both linebackers. JPP was getting after him. Ndamukong Suh turned back the hands of time. Skip, they did not confuse Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers knew exactly who was coming. They could not block them. And on the back end, they did an outstanding job because they knew the pressure was going to get there. They were playing tight coverage. And give Tampa credit. I'm going to give Tampa credit. I'm not going to say Aaron Rodgers. He did have a bad game, but I believe his bad game was contributed to, was added to, was compounded by Tampa's defense and what they were able to do with him. Bruce Arians, I heard him yesterday say we think that we confused him. Once you make it to that level of Aaron Rodgers or the Tom Brady's or the Drew, you don't confuse them. You just put heat on them, speed them up, and get them out of their rhythm. So for me, I just thought those 2 interceptions that he threw yesterday flipped the momentum of the ball game. They were never able to get that momentum back. So give Tampa credit. And I know you want to rant and rave, and you got your little jersey on, the little Tom Brady. It looked like a little bit too small for you anyway. But Aaron Rodgers, that was only his 3rd career pick six of his career. Tom Brady got 4 of them in the last 8 games. So it just goes to show you how rare that is for Aaron to play as bad as he played yesterday. But today is all about Tampa, that defense, and what they were able to do. That defense gets an A++ because one of the best offenses in football, it made it look pedestrian. It made it look mundane. So I want to give Tampa credit. They won it. The Packers did not lose it.
Interesting. So I decided that this morning here on Undisputed, I'm not going to pile on my man Shannon Sharp. I'm not going to rub it
What
in.
is that?
But I will say, to begin my unleashing here, that you have been wrong on Tom Brady. You have retired him for 4 straight years. And yesterday, Tom Brady had the best QBR in all the league. Week 6 QBR of 96. Is that good? Scale of 0 to 100. Aaron Rodgers had an 18. So my scoreboard read 96 to 18. Tom Brady over Aaron Rodgers.
Not 38-10, huh?
No, it was not. Although, if you ask Tom Brady today, this morning, hey, Tom, what down is it? He'd say, I think Green Bay's down 38 to 10. How about that?
Okay, yeah, so much for not gloating and piling on.
The GOAT, the undisputed GOAT, Thomas Edward Patrick Brady Jr., was so much better than the man you call the greatest thrower of the football ever. And I would submit to you today that Aaron Rodgers had the worst game of his career yesterday at Tampa Bay. Yeah. Given the stakes, given the magnitude, given the matchup with a man he calls a friend, but obviously 2 Hall of Fame-bound quarterbacks.
Fierce competitors.
Yes, 2 fierce competitors. I think it was the worst game of his career.
I won't argue that.
And he said he needed an extra finger of scotch last night, if not tequila. I think he needed 8 or 10 extra fingers last night, because that was a beat down.
Just take it to the head, Tom.
That was a disaster.
It was.
In the second quarter, your man Aaron Rodgers, the greatest thrower of the football ever, went 3 of 13 for a grand total of 21 yards. This is just the second quarter. He got outscored 28-0 because he nearly threw 2 pick sixes, as you pointed out, 1 for sure. And the next series, ball gets deflected by Carlton Davis, and it goes off Devontae's fingertips and up in the air, and it's intercepted and nearly housed.
Yes.
It went to the 2-yard line, giving Tom Brady, obviously, and company an easy score there.
Right.
So, meanwhile, in the second quarter, the GOAT was going 12 of 14 for 96 yards, which basically put the game away just in the second quarter alone. So, to your point, it looked like Aaron Rodgers was starting to front run, LeBron-esque front run at 10-0 because he owned that game. And in the biggest shock of the season so far, Aaron Rodgers, after all the grief you have given my man Tom Brady about pick sixes, he just steps back, and there was a crosswind, and it was pretty stiff. And he fires one to the boundary, and whew, that was it. Jamel Dean steps in front of it, and it is gone. And it took my breath away, and it probably took your heart.
Late
right?
inside, that's what you're going to get.
Okay, that's what you're going to get. We have obviously seen Brady do that twice already and throws to Justin Watson of Penn. Okay, so I was hoping when the game ended that Aaron's State Farm policy does cover pick sixes because he nearly had 2 of them, right? Do you think it does? He gets everything else, right?
No.
You don't think it does?
Nope.
So we're still, yesterday, to me, Aaron Rodgers nearly had 2 pick sixes, but he nearly threw 4 interceptions. If we could see 2 other balls that he threw that I thought were in the hands of Buccaneers for interceptions. If we could just see them quickly, these are 2 other passes that Aaron threw. Oh, that was the miss to Mercedes.
Yeah.
Remember, he had him in the second quarter. This was a big throw. This is a big throw. Should have been a touchdown. Could have gotten him right back in the game, but he missed that one. And then here's a deep